I pulled the knot of plastic bags out of my pocket and cleaned up after Rex. The less said about that, the better. The guy was still hovering by the dogs like I'd given him reason to think I was reconsidering, and the strange thing is that I was. The leashes and the dogs were in disarray, and I was beginning to imagine the layout of Petal's apartment. I'd walked through the dining room to get to the kitchen, but I didn't know where the bedrooms were. The place wasn't one of those Architectural Digest deals where you get lost looking for a John, and I wouldn't have to tell Sarah about the extra money. It would be gone soon enough. "You're good with the dogs," he said, moving closer now. Not a good idea. I was unwrapping a leash wound around Toto's hind leg. She was my favorite of the dogs because my dog Rosie was a golden retriever too. I considered a ban on walking them when I got into the business 3 years ago, but I'd be SOL on the Upper West Side without them. It wasn't exactly PTSD I had when I saw Toto and every other golden. It was more like I was James Stewart in Vertigo, always looking for Kim Novak in every woman on the street, because I'd lost her tragically at the beginning of the movie. I'd look at Toto and think for a split second she was Rosie, but if she were Rosie, she'd have a pink nose instead of a black one. And if she were Rosie, whenever the pack took off, she'd look back at me to find out if she had my permission to go with them. Maybe this sounds sentimental, but what do you call it when a whole lot of emotional stuff piles up and makes you talk like one of the idiots in the dog run? Could the weird guy see me start to fold? Could he see the little calculator in my eyes, balancing my puny checking account and my shelf of meds that kept me medium sane and occasionally impotent? Taking pictures was a smarmy thing to do, but it paid better than walking 5 more dogs for a month.